let this be your sign to never, ever book with them Instagram braiders again. Get my hair done a few hours ago. It's ugly as hell. All I did was come home with this mystery ponytail. Get up to see what the fuck going on, and I see, like, at this point I'm living.
Exactly what is it going to? I'm confused.
I would have taken it out for free myself. It's my hair. She put it in my head. I'm going to take it out.
It went straight to voicemail. I'm like, I know you tripping. Like, I know you tripping. Like, where is the consideration for the customer? Walk-in salons charge you more based off of what you're wearing. This is horrible, y'all. This is really why I do my own hair.
You guys, it's your girl Sandy. Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another episode of The World is Ghetto. Yes, y'all, welcome back to another episode. I hope you guys are doing well today. And you guys, I could have swore just 2 weeks ago I dropped a video on the appointment from here, but it's a new day, honey. We have a whole new package, whole new breed, a whole new version for you guys, because these do not ever stop. These just do not ever stop, and I'm gonna keep putting these videos out so that we can see this unprofessionalism, we can tackle it, and we can find solutions, because it is getting ridiculous like crazy. Like, you guys, you mean to tell me y'all stopping in the middle of the appointment to get some D, bruh? Like, it's that serious? Like, you will stop some money to go get you some D? What? Like, literally, that's what is going on out here in these streets, you guys. It is crazy. It is wild. It is a different day. Like I told you guys, it's a whole new day. And I just want to put you up on game. For the first story time, actually, it's a response. Both clients and the client and the stylist were doing a whole, you know, they had a dispute in during their appointment, and they did their whole little versions of the sides going back and forth. And the client was actually from 60 Days In. For those who know, 60 Days In is the show where participants go undercover in jail to tackle the legal system, and some of them even be police officers, like undercover. They've been, like, some of them have retired and stuff, so they be undercover. So the client from that first story time, actually, who came and did her response, she was from the episodes from the season from Fulton County, which was in Atlanta. And y'all know, for those who know, Fulton County is the worst goddamn jail, bro. You are not gonna tell me nothing. In the whole of Georgia, bro, if you go to Fulton County, bro, you are lucky to get them out. I swear to God, y'all just go look up the story times. Not even story times, even real life stories, like criminal stories that be happening in Fulton, bro. They do not give a fuck. You will die in a goddamn jail in that B. Like, you say you don't want to eat, bro, they will leave you in that B for weeks. They do not care, bruh. They will lock you up. What? Y'all go look up the stories. Like, so she did her season in Fulton County, and she's the client in that story. So I'm just putting you guys on game for those who don't know 60 Days In. But yeah, I was a huge fan of 60 Days In, and I don't know, I would never, I don't know, I don't think I would ever do that, especially not in Fulton County, baby. Like, hell no. You are not catching me there, honey. Y'all would just watch and eat and sit back and look at you guys do that, because people be going there thinking that, yeah, I can do it. Some of them tap out real fast, because, baby, it ain't no joke. Okay, so yeah, so this is another roller coaster ride. I hope you guys are ready for this one. For those who have not subscribed, make sure you do that ASAP. Turn on your post notifications, because some of you guys are missing out when I'm dropping. You have to subscribe, turn on your post notifications so that you are caught up on the game, because I'm dropping some whole bunch of topics I've been working on this week, a whole bunch of series coming up. And yeah, let's get into it, y'all.
I'm not tripping. I'll say they're I mean, your hair is thick. No.
But these,
I don't.
they just give, like, not there.
Because I have to curl the ends. It's Marley hair. It's not your natural hair. That's why I asked you if you wanted your natural hair. You said no. So I have to curl it at the end.
Yeah, because her natural hair is longer. And then even though mine is it's not going to give that long. So even if you did my natural hair, it would shrink up really short. So it's like, yeah, no, just add hair.
Okay, so I guess I'm not. I mean,
I guess, like, at this point, like, I don't know, like, we could just take it out and just. What do you mean no?
Like, why would you wait till I got all the way to the top? This is not your first time going to the bathroom. You went to the bathroom multiple times.
But the first time I did have to go to the bathroom. The second time I was like, okay, let me just look at my hair. But the first time actually,
It's cool.
but I guess I'm just gonna finish it. It's not gonna be what I wanted, but I'm just gonna finish it because I got somewhere to go, and I can't go on here not done. So
It's gonna be what you wanted.
I get what you're saying. But it's not gonna be what I wanted, like in the picture. It's like it's not gonna be like that. Like yes, it's gonna be a twist, but not exactly like that.
Okay.
All right. I'm just trying to have a respectful conversation. I'm not about to trying to go back and forth because I'm already aggravated. You aggravate like.
I'm not aggravated because I already know I get down. So not like that, but like as far as hair, like it literally looks like the picture. So I mean, but
and we can agree to disagree.
We can agree. Okay, we can agree to disagree.
Right. Okay.
Girl,
what?
I'm trying my best to remain professional in this situation, but it's like I feel like you're trying me, like you're trying to play in my face. But I'm not gonna finish this, and then at the end you're gonna tell me you don't like it. So I can either continue, and we can continue respectfully, and we could just not talk about it, or
I said we can continue, but then you called me girl, and I said we can continue in a respectful manner.
what am I, ma'am? What do you want me to call you? I feel like ma'am would be funny, like.
I mean, you don't have to say the girl part because I feel like once you're saying girl and stuff, then you like crossing the boundary, and then you get me irritated.
Okay.
And again, I'm trying to be respectful because this is your home with your kids in it, so I'm not trying to get loud.
Yeah, the kids ain't stopping nothing, but definitely keep it respectful. Thank you.
Okay.
So y'all, these are the twists that look exactly like the picture. Okay. You want to pick a show?
No.
Here in over a year. Hello, everybody.
But I just want to make sure you're comfortable still continuing to do my hair.
I'm comfortable.
Okay.
As long as I'm gonna get my payment, I'm comfortable.
Why would I not pay?
Well, when I asked you for a partial payment, you said no. So I'm just being very clear.
No, look, I don't know why you gotta raise your voice. No, I wasn't gonna pay you before for a partial payment. No, but that's why I had to step outside and just regroup myself. And I'm like, okay, we could just finish and then I'll pay you for the full. There's no problem with paying. But if it was like halfway, no, I wasn't gonna pay. I'm not doing partial if it's not what I wanted. Like, what's the problem?
Girl, I don't have a. Can I breathe?
I mean, cause I feel like I thought we was getting off on a good page, but I feel like I just.
We're on a great page. The book is almost done. Okay. Can I breathe? I'm reading a text message. Can I breathe?
I mean, if you don't.
You coming down here, Dre?
You can always go outside.
What's happening?
Go outside and do what, girl? Please don't.
But we could though.
You still on live?
Yes.
That's her live. I didn't.
Girl, and
I don't want to.
Y'all wanted an update. Here's y'all update. I realize not a lot of people watch the entire interaction, so I do want to clear a couple things up. The original inspo pic was a client's natural hair. So I told her that it wouldn't look the same, but I could get pretty close. Now I provide hair, so I provided her with two options. I had a human hair and I also had two different Marley twist hair. She decided that she liked the Marley twist, so we used Twisted by OUTRAGE. I showed her the twist in her head and she picked what she liked. At the time she decided she didn't like her hair, I was about 3 to 4 hours in. She had went to the bathroom at least 3 times at that point, walked past a huge mirror, and I also have a mirror in my bathroom, and then decided when I was almost 3 rows away from being done, that's over halfway, I did medium, 3 rows at the nape, 6 on each side, that she didn't like the hairstyle. That was kind of weird to me. We had a little exchange, and she said that she wanted me to take it out. I said, okay, I'm gonna need partial payment. Y'all mean to tell me that I sat there for 3 to 4 hours giving my client what she's asked for, and then I'm supposed to take it out all for free? Stop playing. She said no, she wasn't giving me partial payment. It started to get a little heated. She decided to step outside. I told my husband to take the kids upstairs. I didn't give her any attitude until she made a comment saying, I'm trying to keep it respectful because your kids are here. You were gonna keep it respectful whether my kids were here or not. When she returned, I wanted to be clear that I was gonna receive full payment prior to starting. She got an attitude saying, why wouldn't I pay? But when I told her about the partial payment, she said no. And I didn't want to get to the end of the style. Now I've done an entire style and you say you don't want to pay. I allowed her back into my home after stepping out to resolve an issue, and I wasn't really feeling her tone or the fact that she kept commenting, saying stuff like, I'm trying to keep it respectful because this is your home with your kids. Yeah, I didn't like it. So yeah, I matched her energy. I did. A lot of y'all are asking why I'm live streaming. I don't expect everybody to know me, but I'm literally a YouTuber, a live streamer. I started live streaming in 2019. I was dropping tutorials before that and have almost 1 million subscribers on YouTube. I was doing this in 2018, 2019 before TikTok Live wasn't even a thing. I've been doing that. At the time of booking, my clients can choose whether they want to be recorded or not. I don't record anybody without their consent. Don't ask me why I'm live streaming. People make hundreds of thousands of dollars live streaming. Like, it's 2025. Let's get hip. But here's the update. After I cut the live stream off, we both had a conversation of where we both felt like we were disrespected at. We were able to keep respectful. I finished her hair and I recorded a video of her while she was sending the payment. I'm so slow, y'all. I recorded it in slow-mo on accident, but I will show you guys the finished look. I even went as far as giving her 2 free bows to put in her hair so I can get it as close to the picture as possible. I recorded her in case she tried to dispute the payment or say that she didn't receive the goods. So it's not like a spot-on video, but I have enough of it to show y'all the finished look. Now, for those of y'all saying I'm ghetto because my kids and my husband were here, and am I even licensed? My kids live here. My husband lives here. And I just had a baby 6 months ago, just came back from maternity leave. Yeah, just had a C-section. Actually, 2 C-sections back to back, big mamiana. I had a C-section in 2023 and 2024, and I'm on my feet getting it. Some of y'all could never. I'll be back in the salon on Tuesday, though. But I feel like throughout my career, I've been very humble, but just to pop it real quick, like I probably taught some of y'all braiders a tip or a trick. So yeah, put some respect on it. I'm very licensed and have been. I took accountability with the client and I did apologize for my behavior. She texted me on her vacation saying that she liked her hair. And because we were able to end on amicable terms, she would potentially rebook. I told her I didn't know about a rebook, but because she doesn't have a TikTok, I invited her to come on my podcast, Dear Modern Stylist, to talk about it. In the conversation, I realized that we were both Aries. Maybe we were just matching each other's energy. I don't know. But this is the finished look. Let me know what y'all think.
So apparently everybody want to hear my side of the story, what happened with me and Dope Ass Panda. I didn't even want to come and make this story time. First of all, because I'm on vacation. This is my vacation for myself, okay? And for my wife, and for us. So, but now I have to make this story time because I keep getting constant messages in my DM. My fucking family is telling me about it. So I'm like, I might as well, now I have to address it because I can't get past it. So let me tell you all from my side what happened. I booked with Dope Ass Panda. I wanted something simple because I'm going on vacation. It's hot where I'm at. I wanted some twist. Cool. I sent her a picture of some twists. Yes, granted, it was the girl's natural hair, but if y'all all go into the girl's TikTok, you all will see that she uses that same kind of hair, like this specific kind of hair, on, like adding it into the people's natural hair that achieves that same look as the girl's natural hair. Like she uses a specific kind of hair. So y'all can all like go into it and see. So that's why I sent it to her, because I'm thinking in my head, okay, she's gonna go and look at her TikTok. She's gonna look at the hair she uses or provides, and she's gonna use that same kind of hair. Blase, blase. Okay. When I get there, she does say, which ones do you like, this one or this one? And now I thought that was weird because I'm like, I already sent you the link. Like, don't you know what kind of hair to use? Cool. So I'm just like, hey, I like these because these is like a little bigger. And I thought that they were still going to come out looking that way. As we began and progressed, I did only go to the bathroom twice, not 3 times. I don't even know where she got that from. The first time I did go to the bathroom, but like I said, I didn't know that I had to show proof that I went to the bathroom, okay? If I did, let me know. And so the second time when I did go, I did look at my hair and I'm like, hey, I came out and I did say move the camera because I'm like, I'm not trying to be disrespectful, unprofessional. Like, I get that if she does that for content, cool. But I'm like, I really don't want to be in it because I'm really just telling you, like, I really am not feeling my hair. It's not the size as the picture and it's not coming out as exactly as I wanted it. Like, can we just like try something else? Or like, I mean, I was willing to try anything. I would have went to the store and got the exact hair we needed. And then, like I said, I wasn't going to pay for something I don't like or it's not up to my standards if we was taking it out. And I didn't ask her to take it out. She said she wasn't taking it out for free. I would have taken it out for free myself. It's my hair. She put it in my head. I'm going to take it out. I don't need you to take it out, okay? So that's what my train of thought was. And then moving on to the next part, like, girl, I already told you I wasn't trying to be disrespectful or rude. And I wasn't. And like I said before, I wasn't trying to be rude or disrespectful because I was getting the service in her home. Her kids was there. Her husband was there. That's her home. No, I'm not going to come to somebody's home and disrespect them. But if it's a service that I do not like and it's something that's wrong with my hair, I'm going to tell them. Like, I'm going to speak up and say something I don't like. I'm not just going to sit there and let her do my whole head and go home and be like, hey, and I don't like my hair and make a video like the rest of y'all do. Like, you can't win for losing. If I don't like my hair and make a video, then y'all mad because I didn't say something to the stylist. But then if I say something to the stylist in the middle of doing my hair, y'all still have a problem. And I shouldn't have did that. Like, which one do y'all want? Oh, okay. And mind you, when she's talking about like the 3 bows, like, girl, I didn't know you charged for 3 bows because in the picture you literally said, oh, we can add the 3 bows. Who's giving those dog bows for an additional cost? What do you mean? And then on top of that, you're talking about one moment in like in the live, you're like, oh, I wasn't being rude. And you knew I wasn't being rude, but I knew you had a tone and an attitude. And that's why I told you it feels like we can't move forward. But then and you make another video and you're saying that you were matching my energy. What energy was you matching? Because I didn't have, my energy was good. Oh, okay. And if you had a problem with the way I was talking or my tone, then you could have told me that when I was standing there. Because one minute y'all want to say one thing, the next minute y'all want to get on somebody's little story time on a TikTok and say another. No, ma'am. Like, let me know. And yes, we did talk and she was like, I could come on a podcast or whatever. But one thing I don't appreciate, if you like going on TikTok and you making all these little videos and da-da-da-da-da, like, why? Why? And if somebody gonna line it up in your house, who's gonna line it up? Maybe talking about the people in the comments because it was nothing but space and opportunity to us. But again, never was I gonna disrespect you in front of your kids because who's fighting in front of kids? Who's doing all that? Over some hair? If I don't like it, I just don't like it. I'm gonna take it out myself for free and leave. That's it. Because some of y'all be taking it too far. Like, it's just not that deep for me. And yes, I do have money. If you know where I live, my car, all that stuff, I have money. I wasn't paying for something I didn't like, period. And that was it. Yeah, I always think if somebody don't have money. Like, no, you don't have money. That's why you didn't get serviced. Anyways, and also, a show from 2016 has nothing to do with me being a client in 2025. Like, y'all be stuck on the past and y'all fall for anything. When you fall for anything, you stand for nothing. And y'all really be thinking y'all knew me from a little 5-minute clip. It's nine, what was it, 6-9 individuals in there. And y'all seen little snippets of us and really think y'all be knowing us. Bless your heart. Bless you. Like, my family knows me and y'all be thinking y'all know me and never met me. The fuck? Okay. Okay. And one last thing I'm gonna say, and like I told her, I did accept her offer for the podcast and we could sit down and talk about it. She could say how she felt and I could say how I felt and then we just gonna squash it from there and move on. But I do feel like sometimes a lot of people, like y'all content creators, if y'all, whatever y'all do, y'all take it too far. Like, okay, yes, I do like my hair now. I'm on vacation. It's lightweight. It's whatever. It's not still what I wanted, but I know how to rock and do a style. It works. At the end of the day, I'm going to speak up if I don't like something. Like, I don't understand. And I was never going to dispute the charges because I respect what stylists do. So I'm never going to do that. Like, if y'all do that, yes, y'all think y'all are weird. That's weird. You're going all the way there to try to get some money back. Like, you need money that bad? That's crazy. But I'm not doing that. And so, like, just saying all that stuff, some of that stuff is just extra. Like, oh, she dispute the charges and she not rebooking. Like, girl, bye. And then making another video talking about lining up. Maybe you was talking about the people in your comments because, baby, no. Not this way. No bookie. But I mean, that's about it. And like I said, I was getting messages from my family and stuff. But most of y'all, why? Can I ask y'all a question? And I know I said that in my previous video. Why, when I'm getting my hair done just as a client, why in the hell do you have to bring up the show? The show has nothing to do with me getting my hair done. Like, that is, y'all be so weird. Now, that to me is weird. Okay? And when I say y'all are yes people, y'all are yes people. She said something, y'all agree with her. If she said how high, I mean, y'all would jump. When somebody, even just like on the show, right? When somebody was like, oh my God, she's a sociopath. Everybody's like, she's a sociopath. But nobody knows me, babe Bookie, but you fall for anything. I have 3 degrees. You understand me? I'm living a great life. And it's okay. You know, I didn't run from social media, okay, Bookie? I'm on social media. I don't have to be present every step of my life. I don't have to exploit people. I don't have to exploit things. I can do things in silent and privately and be proud about it. I don't have to have a like and a comment and for heart to tell me I am doing a good job and to tell me I'm doing a great job and for me to feel great about myself because I know what I'm doing and I am highly favored and blessed. You understand me? So I don't need the world to tell me that I'm doing a good job. So that's how I live. And also, just because I was on TV and just because people are on TV or reality stars, that does not give me or the world the right for me to be like, oh, my life is for consumption. I don't have to do that. And I feel like y'all feel that way. No, ma'am, I'm a human just like you. That's all. And if I don't want my life out there, I don't want it out there. You could tell me, my business is not out there because I don't put it out there. Okay?
So let me tell y'all yesterday how a Philly stylist played in my face yesterday real big. And this is just like, a Philly stylist will never fail me, except for today, because baby girl got her hair done, okay? So I needed my hair done, found somebody on Instagram or whatever, and I'm not going to say nobody names because I'm not doing this. So I found somebody on Instagram to do my hair. So my appointment was at 4 o'clock on a Saturday. So I get to the place I pay my deposit, whatever, get to the place at 3:35. I'm scoping the scenery out. I don't see nothing but bandos, y'all. Nothing but bandos. I've been scammed before. So I proceeds to write the girl and say, hey, I'm here. No response. So I see there's a number in the bio on the hair page. So I call the number. And like my phone, like when I was calling the number, it wasn't ringing. So they answer and I'm like, they like, who this? I said, it's your 4 o'clock appointment. And I'm like, she like, oh, what you booked on the booking site? I'm like, yeah, I'm here. And I'm kind of confused because the location you give me is not, all I see is nothing but bandos. Like, what's up? She was like, can you come back in an hour? And thinking nothing of it, I said, okay, cool. So I get in the car and I ride around, I go sit in the parking lot, right? But then after that, I'm like, hold up, let me spin the block or whatever and go wait outside to see if I see somebody come outside. So I go back and I sit on the block, and mind you, my appointment was at 4 o'clock. I told the girl, all right, I'll be back at 4:45 because that's when I had called her. So I'm sitting on the block, I'm watching TikToks, time is speeding. So I'm thinking like, you telling me to come back. Imagine if even though I drove down there, imagine if I would have called an Uber. Imagine if I would have called the bus or the sub to get down to this girl's location and you telling me to come back in an hour, which is very inconsiderate. So I was like, okay, boom. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna do this, y'all. So I'm like, all right, I text the girl and I say, hey, I'm in an Uber, it's 7 minutes away. There's no response. So I get there, mind you, I'm already parked outside. So 5 minutes later, I'm like, I wrote her, I said, hey, I'm here. There's no response. So I'm calling her, and mind you, my phone was kind of messed up, like it wasn't ringing. So, but it went straight to voicemail, and I'm like, I know you tripping, like I know you tripping. So everything is racing through my mind before, because I got scammed before. Granted, the deposit was only $20. Last time I got scammed for $100. That's a different story. But I went back to the girl page and I started like dissecting her page. I'm looking like, no, this girl really legit. Like I see a lot of my followers follow her. So I'm like, this girl's really legit. She texted me and said, I'm still working, love. And I said, okay, my appointment was at 4 o'clock. I don't care if you're still working. It's now 5 o'clock. It's now 5:15, y'all. So then I call my ex. And I'm just like telling her what's going on. She like, give me the number. I said, no, I'm not gonna give you the number. I said, just relax. So she was like, why don't you do this idea? She said, why don't you text her and say, like, can you at least come outside and acknowledge me? I've been scammed before. So I write her, I said, can you at least come outside and acknowledge me? Because, like, this location is weird. I'm not from this neighborhood. I don't feel comfortable. I said, I called an Uber here and I came down here twice. Like, you're not doing nothing. My appointment was at 4 o'clock. This, that, and the third. And it's now 5:15 and you're not saying anything. No response. I waited 5 minutes. I said, okay, bet. Gave the number to my ex. So my ex proceeds to write the girl, like, hey, my girlfriend, like, is outside waiting for you. Like, what's up? Like, where's my response? She not getting a response either. So that's when my ex-girlfriend started getting real disrespectful and requested, like, my deposit back to $20. That's when my ex was like, I got a big following. Like, what's up? Like, you really don't want this. Like, what's up? That's when the girl proceeds to respond. She calling me like, who is this? Who is this? Who is this? And I'm like, it's your 4 o'clock appointment. What's up? She was like, well, I'm doing hair. And I said, no, baby. My appointment was at 4 o'clock. I've been blowing your phone up. She said, I wrote you 15 minutes ago. I said, that's besides the point. My appointment was at 4. It's now 5:30. And she was so quick to respond to the disrespect. But when I'm sitting here texting her, respectfully asking about my appointment, asking like, what's up? She didn't want to respond. Anyway, my ex ended up getting my fucking deposit back. So then it's just like, I had to find somebody to do my hair. And I'm glad that I went to my ex, where my ex got her hair done. And I'm glad that I went there because, y'all, hair turned out perfect. When I got there, I got right in the fucking seat when I got to the shop. Didn't I play? My appointment was at fucking 2 o'clock, y'all. It's already what? 4:15. I'm already out the shop making this video. I just feel like that stylist was really inconsiderate. It's just like, you just, like, we're not got my $20 back because a lot of people wouldn't give you your money back, but I'm just like, you got me out here standing waiting for you. You sent me to this weird location, like, and then when I'm calling you, you talking about something, you still got a client in the chair, regardless of it's my time. And I don't know, am I wrong? Like, am I tripping? She was wrong, right? Like, you got me outside waiting, and then you respond to negativity. But when I'm sitting here being respectful, asking like, hey, what's up? Can you come outside and acknowledge me? This not my neighborhood. This and third, like, come on, what's up? You didn't want to respond. Like, girl, a Philly stylist will always fail me, but not this one.
I was getting my hair done a few hours ago. It's ugly as hell. All I did was come home with this mystery ponytail, and
Hi everyone, I'm the CEO of Insights by Naya on Instagram, and I'm the young lady that gave her the mystery ponytail in that video. First off, I do want to announce that I'm a self-taught wig stylist. I've only been doing hair for a year. I started doing wig installs back in 2023, and now to be making 2 years in February. I did in fact did her hair last year. The install came out lovely. There wasn't any issues, so I was more than glad to do her hair again the second time. I'm making this video because I'm constantly seeing you replying to comments and giving them false information. I do recall you mentioning to tell someone I've been doing hair since 2020 when that's in fact not true. Another thing is I do feel some type of way about this video. For one, I have nothing against you. I do respect you being honest about your work, and I do in fact apologize still that you had to experience that from me. But what I won't sit here and do is tolerate disrespect and you continue bashing me. At least to me, I feel like you are bashing me. And for people in the comments, thank you for defending me on my behalf, but I do want to throw out that I did give her half of her money back. That's what she wanted. We agreed to that. We even agreed that the lighting was the situation as to why the wig install didn't came out the way that she wanted. Now, I do feel that the style would have came out the way she wanted if she had the appropriate lace material and size. The inspo photo that she sent me, the young lady in the image had a 13x6. The wig install that she had in that video was a 13x4 frontal. I tried my best to give her the style she wanted, but it just didn't come out the way that was in the picture. One thing I want everybody to do is play any of my clients' hair. I take everything serious when it comes to my work, and even for my girls, I don't play about them as much as they don't play about me. However, I do feel the video was unnecessary because I didn't feel that I did anything wrong to you. I did apologize. I gave you your money back, and yeah, you still proceeded to make the video. This is nothing against you, like I said. However, can you just please stop constantly replying to the comments when the situation been dead? Also, I want to say that I did mention to her about the lace frontal size that she needed in order to have the style that she wanted to get from the picture. With the frontal, I thought I was going to be able to do the style, so I do want to apologize on that. At the end of the day, like you said, it's a teachable moment. We're still learning. Other than that, that's all I have to say. And as I mentioned in the beginning of the video, I am self-taught. I'm not perfect. I do apologize that I made that mistake. As many other stylists who be making mistakes, we are still learning at the end of the day. And for those in the comments that say it was ugly, I saw potential with the work. It could have been better, but it never gave ugly. Also, I made my prices low for a reason because I'm still learning, and yeah, I want my prices to be affordable for baddies that wouldn't be on a budget.
No, let me help you. Cause what? Okay, part like show me the sides, the whole thing. Oh wow.
Yes. Like you put
Baby, where the hair went?
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
I'm trying to figure out how I can figure out like what happened, baby.
Yes, no. And I think like whenever I would brush, I think this wig sheds a lot too. So definitely won't be purchasing this again. But oh my!
And this one from Amazon, huh?
Yes.
Yeah.
I made my mistake there.
Baby, look like the wig caught. This is worse than alopecia. I can't even say alopecia, baby.
Yes.
The hair, I've never seen it like this.
At all. And I am like, I would definitely like, I would not go crazy on this area. Like maybe towards the ends if it would like get tangled, but like up here,
like when brushing.
Yes, I would be super careful up here. So I genuinely like, I'm like, I was so shocked when I found out.
I just want to know what bum-ass hairstylist came up with the idea of dropping the wig off 1 to 3 days in advance before my hair appointment. Like, where is the consideration for the customer? So you want me to drop off my wig, waste gas, go back home, waste some more gas. Then the time of my appointment, you want me to come get my hair done, which is wasting more gas, and then going back home, which is wasting more gas. Like, that just don't make sense to me. Like, it really blows my mind. And then if I don't bring the wig, you're charging me extra, when literally all you're doing is bleaching and plucking. While the wig is bleaching, you could be braiding down my hair, washing my hair, putting the wig cap on, and literally plucking takes no time. All you're doing is pulling little hairs out of the wig. So that just don't make sense to me. Like, that is just beyond me. And if anyone requires me to drop off a fucking wig, I promise you I will not book with them. I don't give a fuck.
Walk-in salons charge you more based off of what you're wearing. And yes, let me explain, because I know for a fact they do this. I went and got my hair done at a salon that I go to all the time. I go to the same Dominican salon. I've been going to them for a little minute now. But they don't pay attention to who I am because I don't go that often. So I'm not like a regular. So I'm not someone that they remember. So every time I go, they think it's my first time. Every time I've gone there, they only charge $65. And I'm like, oh, okay, bet. Like, y'all cheap, y'all good. Period. I can go to y'all when I just want to get my hair washed. I bring my daughter there. They charge me $85 for my daughter one time because they had to detangle her hair. And they also trimmed her hair too. So $65 for the silk press, for the washing set, and then $10 for the trim and $10 for the detangle, whatever. So today, I'm looking nice. Mind you, I always look like a bum. But today, I'm looking like I look pretty decent. I got my little designer bag. I got some designer shoes on. Mind you, when I walked in, I seen how they was looking at me. Like, they was looking like, oh, okay, like, you know. So as soon as she started washing my hair, she's like, oh, I need to detangle it. I'm like, it's already detangled. Are you sure? She like, yeah. So I'm like, whatever, cool. So then, you know, she detangles it, sits me under the dryer, whatever. The lady trims my hair and she's like, okay, I'm gonna do a trim. Okay, cool. Like, I know that's extra. So I'm like, okay, it's gonna be like $85. Y'all, the lady puts on a wrap. Mind you, I didn't ask her to put on this wrap. She wraps my hair up after I get it done. Do y'all know my total was $100? When she's breaking the cost down to me, I'm like, so y'all charge me this amount to put my hair in a mesh wrap? Where is the wrap at? Because I can't even find it. How much do this wrap cost at the beauty supply store, y'all? How much does that wrap cost at the beauty supply store? This wrap. How much does this cost at the beauty supply store? Please tell me. Like, and I hear about this at the African salons, like when people getting their hair braided. But I never experienced it because anytime I go get my hair done, I always dress like a bum. But I was running around today, so I'm like, I want to look a little decent. And yeah, she charged me a decent price. I'm like, dang. Mind you, the last time when my daughter got her hair done, she got the same wrap and it was no charge. It was still $85. And I don't have no problem with paying. Paying is not the thing, but the fact when I feel like someone trying to like get over on me because of what they feel like I could pay, when I've came before and gotten the same exact things and it's been one price and now all of a sudden it's more all of a sudden, and y'all are telling me that the price is for this costs that much, like, and I just went ahead and paid it because I'm not finna argue with nobody about a price, but it's just like, that was weird, and y'all need to stop doing that.
Good morning, y'all. Hold on.
Alright, good morning, y'all. So I'm gonna just tell you about my experience when I just got my hair done on April 4th. I'm not really going to disclose who did my hair. I'm just gonna tell you like my experience and how I felt. So when I got there, it was cool. She had somebody in the chair. The girl was only in the chair for like another like 10 minutes if that. And then I got right in the chair. She washed my hair. The wash was amazing. Like, she scratched my fucking thoughts. Literally, like, I'm not trying to be funny or nothing. Like, I didn't know if I was supposed to be like, you scratching my head too hard, or if it felt good. Like, I didn't know. But it was like in between the two. Like, she was fucking my scalp up, but it was like in a good way. You feel what I'm saying? I ain't had to wash like that. The Dominicans didn't even wash me like that, and they be scratching the thoughts. But anyway, the thing that I didn't like was my foundation. I don't like big dookie braids. Like, I'm like really big on foundation. This is why I do my own hair, because I feel like people don't really love doing hair. Like, they just do it because they can do it. You get what I'm saying? Like, but when you really love doing hair and that's your passion, a lot of stuff it just wouldn't be what it be with y'all. So like my foundation, my braids, I feel like for a sewing, you're supposed to have at least 12 to 13 plus to 15 something braids, right? Nice small braids, nice small foundation, so that way when you start flipping them fucking tracks, it ain't all bulky and all that, right? So that was one. My braids was a little big, but when she did my hair, everything came out cute. Like, the overall came out cute. But I'm making this because it's like, okay, 2 weeks later, my hair is a fucking mess. Like, it's a fucking mess. It's bulky as shit. Like, the sewing is not giving the flip over. I can't flip it from the left or the right. Like, it's a fucking mess. Like, listen. Okay, cool. So the foundation was one thing or whatever. So then she did the crimp. So I didn't know. So the girl who I had got the hair from, I thought the hair was going to be actually like a curly texture. So I was already like, I already had booked my appointment for a pushover sewing. Anyway, y'all, the hair that I got, it wasn't like no curl, it was like a wave or whatever. So I ended up having to get crimps in my hair. That was an extra $40, y'all. I don't even wear fucking crimps. It was actually an extra $70 because I had to pay the girl $40 to put the crimps in my hair extra on top of the $210 that I already owed her, plus the $30 that I sent her for the deposit. So I spent $270, $280 on this sewing, and this shit is a fucking mess. This is really why I do my own hair, and it's only been 2 weeks. When I do my hair, y'all, or my mom did my pushover sewing, I had that shit in for almost 2 months. I didn't even want to take it out. When I do my quick weaves, my caps, I be having my caps on for at least a month. My hair is bulky, y'all. Like, if I take this off, I'm about to actually take it off and show y'all. I paid for a pushover sewing. There's nowhere where I could push this over. Like, this is why I keep wearing a scarf. Y'all probably think, like, yeah, when I was getting dressed over the weekend, I was making it do because I wasn't about to wear no scarf outside, and I wasn't about to, like, I didn't feel like doing my hair. But get in, y'all. I ain't gotta make this shit up. Look at this. Look at this. Where is it a pushover? All this is out, right? Look, I had to add these. I'm about to snatch this out because I'm about to do me a side part anyway. I had to add these 2 tracks in there. Look at the pushover, y'all. Look at it. Look at it. Look at it. Like, this not no pushover. I can't push this over. Like, this shit is a fucking mess. Like, $280. I just got my hair done 2 weeks ago, and I've been wearing a scarf. And I know I'm very messy with my hair. Like, I go to sleep, I sleep wild. Like, I don't be giving a fuck, because it's like I could do hair. So it's like I don't be really caring about maintenance in my hair or nothing like that. Then I reached out to the girl. I'm like, hey, how much for maintenance? You know, not a maintenance, because I don't need the tracks tightened. They tight as shit. Mind y'all, when she was doing my sewing, she was like, she kept like going at this part. Y'all see this? This is bulky. Look at that. Why is that like that? This is supposed to be a flip over. I cannot flip this over. Like, I'm really so mad. Like, I really want to say something to her. Like, boo, like, this not right. But it's like, I'm not even going to say nothing. So when I reached out to her, I was like, you know, I don't need I told her, like, I don't need a maintenance. I just want to get the crimps done over. Y'all know she told me $130. I just paid you $280 2 weeks ago. I'm just saying, like, all I wanted was the crimps, because it's like, however she got my leave out, it's only a certain way that she know how to do it for it to look right. Because, like, when I was just doing my hair over the weekend, I had to press it out. She did it crimps. I had to straighten. I'm just irritated, yo. This shit's a fucking mess. Like, this is why I don't go to these Philly hairstylists to get my fucking hair done. They don't know how to do hair. They just be wanting to take people fucking money. They don't love doing hair. Like, the only good thing that came out of my appointment was the wash and the outcome. Looked good. But the film day is cray. Like, I paid for a flip over, push over, flip over sewing. This is horrible, yo. This is really why I do my own hair. Like, literally. So I'm about to snatch this shit the fuck out. I just 2 weeks ago just got my hair done. I had plans on leaving this sewing for a little minute, but I'm about to cut these dumbass tracks out. And I'm doing me a busty on middle part. Like, I can't.
Hey y'all, story time on why you don't trust Philly hairstylists. Like, none of them. Clearly. This story time is based on a known hairstylist that a lot of people go to. Her name is A1 Stylist. I'm not even gonna beat around the bush. Her name is A1 Stylist, and she's a mess. I went to her in 2021, then I went to her at the end of 2024 in December. Back in 2021, this girl, I get to the shop. My appointment was for 4 o'clock. When I get in there, there's like 30 girls waiting for 4 o'clock. I'm Xing around. I'm like, y'all, because it's 2 hairstylists in there. It's her and it's a man. I'm like, y'all here for A1 Stylist? They're like, yeah. I'm like, okay. Next, I'm like, what time was your appointment for? They like, what? A couple of them said 4 o'clock, which was my time too. And then another girl was like 4:30. So I'm like, hold up now. This don't make no sense. Why are we all here for the same time? Like, I'm really confused. So we in there, and mind y'all, I got there at 4 o'clock. I didn't get my hair braided down by the assistant until 7 o'clock. So I'm just like, I got a birthday dinner. Everybody meeting up at the Airbnb already. I'm missing time with the people that I love. And it's my birthday. And I'm sitting in this chair, getting my hair braided down. And I'm just waiting for this girl to be done laying everybody lace. And I'm still not next in line. So I go sit back down. Couple girls come. I didn't get into the chair. I didn't get into her chair to get my frontal on until 9 o'clock. How trifling can you be? You just greedy and you overbooking. So I'm just irritated. Like, why the fuck did I come to this girl? I didn't even know it was gonna be like this. Like, people be promoting her, posting her work. Why y'all didn't tell us that this is what she do? Fast forward, my hair gets done. My lace looks a mess. Like, I don't even know what she did with my edges. I hated it. It was a mess. So after that, fast forward, I said I'm never going to this girl ever again. Like, she don't gotta worry about me. But then some girl I was cool with, her birthday was in December of last year. She like, I told her I was having trouble finding a stylist. She said, all right, come to my stylist. She got some wigs for sale and you get a free install. So I'm like, all right, cool, I'll come to your stylist. So I get there and I'm thinking maybe she's better than what she was. Maybe that was just a hard day for her. Like, maybe I'm gonna give her the benefit of the doubt. So when I'm in there, I walked into in a hair salon, yo, the same amount of girls that was there the last time was in there that day. And mind you, I really feel like it was during the week, so I'm confused to why it was still even overly packed like that. So I still sit there and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna get my hair done because it's last minute and I didn't book with nobody else. And some girl that I was going to book with, she was overbooked. So I'm like, I just gotta stick with this, and it's a free install. Even though I didn't like my install the last time, but I'm like, maybe she's gonna be different this time. Still wasn't. Still was waiting to get my hair braided. Still sat there for hours. Her nigga came into the salon selling platters. The food was nasty as shit. He sold me ribs. The ribs was hard as fuck, and he was selling them out his car and microwaving them in the shop. I wasn't even hungry. I didn't even need that shit. He could have kept it. After that, I had enough time sitting there that the nigga convinced me to buy a platter. I would have never did no shit like that, eating from a stranger. that's selling food out his car. So the girl finally braided my hair. It took forever. I got to sit back there and wait for her to be done putting people frontals on. Then I'm finally in her chair to get my frontal put on. It looks a mess. Then the hair is synthetic. Like, if I knew the hair was going to be synthetic, the way she promoted on her page, the hair looks nice. It looked human. I'm not thinking I'm about to pay $200 for a synthetic wig when I could have went to the hair store and got a synthetic wig if that's what I wanted. I'm like, I just don't know what to do with this girl. So once it's on my hair, and then she just started putting extra charges on the appointment. When she posted the wig on her site, it was curl. So I'm thinking the wig is going to be curl. So she charged me an extra $65, I feel like, for curls. Why are you charging somebody $65 for curls? I'm just like, she pissed me off. I'm never going to tell her ever again. That bitch don't got to worry about me. Yes, I'm calling her bitch because that's what she deserves. She's weird as fuck. And she wastes people's time. She unprofessional. She runs in and out the shop in the middle of people's appointments. Like, this bitch is unprofessional. Never again.
Let this be your sign to never, ever book with them Instagram braiders again. No, for real, because, like, why am I sitting in my car at 7:28 a.m. on a Thursday in a bonnet outside of this building, and I'm getting no response, no sweet number, nothing. Her phone going straight to voicemail. Like, bro, are you serious? Honestly, I should have knew something. Like, I literally had a bad feeling this whole time, because after I sent her my deposit plus my squeezing fee, first of all, why am I paying the squeezing fee ahead of time? But whatever. I noticed all her comments were off on all her posts, and y'all know what that means. Y'all know. But I was like, you know what, let me just have a little faith, like, cause she do a lot of people hair, and I'm like, ain't no way she gonna be scamming over $60. Like, $20 was the deposit and $40 for the squeezing fee. I don't even know what to do right now. Like, I'm just so, y'all. Always go to them African shops. They will never do you like this. Never.
Hello guys, my name is Shamanica and I'm the owner of A Signature Beauty Bar. I have seen a lot of comments in regards to a tenant that is leasing a suite from me. A1, the stylist, okay? And I did have a conversation with her today, and the only reason why I am posting this video is because I am getting a lot of DMs, and while it's very hard for me to take, respond to everybody basically, so I was like, you know what, let me do a video. So I did go up to the shop today and had a conversation with her, and my observations were specifically around these things. One, professionalism. I believe that everyone who owns a business should have some professionalism in regards to how they speak to someone, how they interact with someone, and how they communicate with someone. Okay, that is very vital. Number two, she's young. Okay, and with being young comes a lot of immaturity. And so one of the things that I have spoken to her about is me becoming her mentor to really help her navigate through that, and understanding that when you own a business, the business does not care about your age. It cares about your professionalism and how you handle people and how you conduct business. So that is another thing that I will be working with her on. The third thing is her booking. I did review her booking site. I also reviewed the confirmation emails that you get, and it lacks a lot of things. It lacks the phone number, it lacks the address with the suite number, it lacks the policy, it lacks a lot of things. And that is where I believe a lot of the miscommunication is happening, where individuals are paying deposits and then texting a number, and then they can't get in contact with her. That is the number one thing that I saw that has to be changed. So I did advise her that I would, she provided me with her login information, that I will go in and I will update that for her. And then she also needs to set aside times where she's working at the shop that I own and also working in another location. That too is a problem. So from my understanding, she's not only working in my suite, but she's also working at another location. So there's two things that she's trying to navigate, two suites that she's trying to navigate, and that becomes a big problem. So I advised her probably would be a good idea for her to set aside time to work at the other suite Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, and then Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, she work at the other suite. That way, there's a clear-cut process between the two locations in the booking site. Now, I'm not on here making no way am I discounting the fact that she has been unprofessional with anybody. That's number one. Okay. Number two is I'm not taking her side. I am a very neutral person and I speak on facts. Okay. The facts is her lack of communication, which failed in her not completing the services. That is not nowhere, none of the customer's fault. That is her fault. And I was very vocal with her about that being her fault. And she also needs to make sure that she honors, her duty to make sure that she provides a refund or whatever the case may be. Okay. Now that is between her and her customers, right? I have no control over that. I am simply a third party, right? Because she's renting a space for me and I see that there's a need. And when there's a need, then I want to be able to assist in that in all aspects. I want to be able to understand and listen to what the customers are saying, and then also go to her and listen to what she's saying, and then look at everything as a whole to try my best to provide a solution. Okay. And so, we came up with some solutions to help her navigate her business. Okay. I am not associated with her business. I cannot tell her how to control her business. I am able to provide her some guidance so that way, moving forward, this does not happen to anyone else. Okay. So on the behalf of a Signature Beauty Bar, I am truly sorry that this has happened to anybody, because that is not something that I condone. And I believe professionalism is key. And then making sure that you honor your client's wishes is the most important thing to begin with. So I wanted to come on here now, and say that at the end of the day, I can express my concerns, in which I have, and I've addressed them. And now it's up to her to honor what we discussed. Now, if what we discussed was not honored, then that will allow me to take the necessary steps that I need to take. But that, again, that's not something that I will condone within my business. I work too hard for it, and I'm not going to let anybody destroy what I have built. Okay. So, I just want to throw that out there and just kind of tell everybody, like, while I'm DMing people that have responded to, who have sent me a message, I just want to, like, globally just express what has been discussed today. And it's a shame that we have to put things on social media to make people do something. But I just felt that it's, that I needed to do this. Whereas, it's not my business. I keep saying that because I want to make sure everybody understands that. I am just trying my best to bridge a gap that's broken. And by bridging the gap and moving forward to ensure that it does not happen to anyone else, that is my job when I see there's a need for someone who needs the mentorship to be able to really understand how this affects their business. You can do one thing to one person and your business is gone, and that is very, very key to make sure that you keep the lines of communication open with your clients and make sure you do right by them. I'm not saying that all customers are right, but in this case, what I am seeing, her website was wrong. It's not what it needs to be, and she needs to correct it. And she does need to honor and do right by the clients that have been affected by this. So again, I'm not affiliated with her. She is just a tenant, but I personally want to tell you guys that I apologize for any inconvenience that this may have caused you. And just say that I understand what you're saying and I understand how this may have affected you. And I will tell you this, and I will tell anybody, make sure that you vet the person out before you book an appointment with them. That is key. Okay. Braiders are not licensed cosmetologists. Okay. They don't have to shampoo the hair. They don't have to put any chemicals on the hair. That's why they tell you to come pre-cleaned. Okay. And blow dried. Anytime you hear that, that is not a licensed stylist. Okay, so just kind of keep that in mind and know that, not everybody is out for your best interest. But at the end of the day, you have to make sure that you vet the person out to ensure that that when you do pay a deposit, you're going to get the service. Okay. And I'll tell it to anybody, right is right, wrong is wrong. And I am about right and I'm about facts. Okay, so again, my sincere apologies to everyone who have been affected by this, but I just felt the need that I needed to come on here and say something. You're more than welcome to DM me or whatever the case may be, but just know that I'll do my best that I can to help you. But again, I am going out of my way to do this because I just see so many women impacted by this and it absolutely makes no sense. And it's all because of like I said, the website lack of communication. It will get you every time. Okay.
I want to tell you guys a little story that happened to me last week with a client that was not happy with the work that I did. And I also want to shed some light and be honest on situations like this, because a lot of baby stylists or stylists that are newer into the industry or whatever think that for people that maybe are more experienced or more successful or whatever, that it doesn't happen to them. But you guys, trust me, it does. And it even happens to me. And it doesn't happen to me often, but when it does, trust me, people do not hold back their opinions, and people can be so rude and like nasty, and I'm just like, so let me know what you guys think of this situation. So last week I had a new client that came in. I had already consulted with her online, and she comes in, she has a bob and she has brown hair, and she was very nervous to get her hair done. She said no hairstylist has ever really been able to make her happy. First red flag. She said that her hair always lifts really orange, really whatever. She hasn't colored her hair in 13 years. Starts showing me inspo pictures. And mind you, when someone is doing a consultation with me, I make the consultation pretty long. It's usually a 10-minute consultation. I sit down with them. I look at the pictures. I'm very, very forward, very realistic. I want a goal plan. I want to be honest about what I think is going to look best, so there's no miscommunication. So she shows me a balayage that almost has kind of like a beigey silver, like level 10 vibe on the end, like very, very blonde on the ends. And all of these girls have longer hair. It's curled. And, you know, the first thing I said to her, okay, well, you know, do you style your hair? Because it didn't look like she didn't come with her hair styled. She goes, no, I never style my hair. And I said, okay, well, I just want to let you know, I just want to point this out, that all of the girls you're showing me have their hair curled, straightened, all of the things. So if you kind of have this natural frizzy wave and you're not styling your hair every day, it's not really going to look like those pictures. She was also extremely concerned about her hair health. And I said, okay, since your hair is a dark brown, taking it this blonde in one appointment on the ends probably isn't your best bet. I think that if you want something very natural, we should probably go in and do just kind of like a blend of highlights. She says she only wants to get her hair done twice a year, which very low maintenance, which is great, but we need a game plan for what you're actually wanting here, because the pictures mixed with what you're telling me that you want, they don't match up. So we agreed that we were going to do highlights and we were going to tone them kind of like this beigey ashy color that she wanted. Okay. So I do her hair, I turn her around. She said she loves it. You know, I love it, whatever. I cut her hair, and that was that. 2 days later, I get a DM from her, and she said, hey love, sends me a picture of the front of her hair. You know, my hair turned brassy in the front. I'm really nervous about it. Sends me a whole thing. I'm like, really didn't want it to be orange. I didn't want it to be this. And I was like, hey, like, no worries at all. Come back in for a tone on me. No problem. Like, happy to tweak that. It's very easy. Sometimes people's hair doesn't lift evenly. I didn't see that in the salon, but now that you've washed it, now that it's been a couple of days, maybe something just came up. No problem. And she was like, okay, well, like, I'm just really nervous about it. So I'm just going to start like picking out all of the pieces that I think are orange. And then when I come in, maybe we can do it again. And I was like, oh, that's not necessary. When you come in, I'll be able to see what needs to be done and I'll tone it for you. No problem. So she says, okay. And then the next day she texts me DMs me, and she said, hey, I just want to let you know that I'm in my 40s and I've been around hairstylists and people that do hair for my entire life. And I just want to know why, I don't really understand. I want to know if you can help me understand why I paid this much for something, but it doesn't look exactly how I want it. And I'm just a little concerned that you're not going to be able to get me to where I want it to be, you know, sending me like messages this big. You know, so it was a little much, but again, I'm being super nice. I want her to be happy with her hair. She spent a lot of money. She waited a long time to come to me, and I said, look, I understand your concerns. Literally no problem at all. Come on in. Let's talk about it in person, and that will be that. You're going to be happy when you leave. So I make her an appointment to come in like the next week on a Thursday, you know, and I'm like, okay, great, babe. See you then. Like, no need to talk anymore. I'll see you for your appointment. This girl messages me and said, hey, I have COVID the night before her appointment. I have COVID. I'm so sorry. Like, can we reschedule? And I said, oh my gosh, like, you know, I feel bad for her. I'm like, I'm so sorry you're sick. I hope you feel better. Yeah, no problem at all. Shoot me a message when you're feeling better and I'll get you in. So she has COVID, and then literally the next day sends me a message this long and goes, she pops off on me. She goes, "Hey Tori, I just went to another salon and I had them look at my hair, and all of the hairstylists agreed there that the work was really bad. It was poorly done. They saw the inspo pictures that I showed you and everyone agreed that it looked absolutely nothing like it. And then they followed by asking me how much I spent. And then when I told them, they couldn't believe it because your work and the work that you did is so bad. It's so bad. And like, I'm just so upset with you. And I just want a refund." Like, she was just like being like, literally like did not hold back, popped off. I'm trying to be, you know, as nice as possible, but also firm. And I said, you know, I reiterated, this is what we spoke about in the consultation. This is what we game planned for, not the inspo pictures. We made a new game plan. I apologize that your hair had a couple of pieces that didn't end up toning the way that you wanted. I offered for you to come back in. I offered for you to, I was going to comp the service. And now you're telling me you lied about having COVID. And then you went to another salon to let me know that a ton of other people think my work is bad and it wasn't worth what you paid, and basically just shitting on me, and you want a refund. And, you know, I take pride in my work, but I also take pride in customer service. And when someone's really unhappy like that, and when someone's popping off, you know what, it's not worth it for me to go back and forth with you and trying to prove that I'm right and you're wrong. That's just not the attitude that I have. I don't need the money, and I would rather, to be honest, refund you and not deal with it and not have to deal with you again. So I stayed firm on my thoughts, and I was like, look, I feel as if though I did everything in my power to make you happy. You told me you had COVID when I made you another appointment, and then you lied and went to another salon. And, you know, I feel like I did everything I can here, and I don't necessarily appreciate the hurtful words, but I am going to refund you because that's the kind of business owner I am. So I hope that when you look back on your experience, you can see how I handled this situation. And she literally, I don't even know if she went to another salon. You guys have to let me know what you think. She just ends up replying and goes, "Thank you so much, Tori. I'm so sad that it didn't work out," with a sad face. I'm like, all you wanted was the refund. And to be honest, I mean, things like this, they're annoying, they bum you out, whatever, but they happen. And moral of the story, you can't please everyone, but it's how you handle the situation that will make you stand apart from other people. But let me know what you guys think, and let me know if things like this happen to stylists. I hear it all the time, and people get so bummed about it, and I'm just like, you guys, it happens to me too. It happens to literally everyone. It's just a part of being in the beauty industry. It just is.
I never forget that one time where I had a client play in my face bad. It's all gonna be in one part. Okay, so we're gonna get it over with. This is one of the craziest things that's ever happened to me as a stylist, so I consider myself blessed. So I'm a full lock specialist. She come and get her locks done. So it's a cool vibe. She's real sweet. I'm just rapping. Out of nowhere, I noticed her forehead tensing up like this. So as a stylist, I'm reading the body language. I'm like, I must be rapping too tight. So I loosened it up. I'm like, boom, now she gonna think I'm the best stylist ever because I just read her mind. But that was not the issue. So she like, girl, are you hot? I said, no. I sweat a lot, and I'm not sweating right now, so I'm not really hot. She's like, okay. And we talking, and then I'm just the only one talking. She's not responding no more. So I'm like, maybe this is her passive aggressive way of telling me to shut the hell up. So I shut up. And then she's like, oh, I'm feeling a little lightheaded. I said, well, I be feeling lightheaded a lot too, girl. So like, when was the last time you ate? She said, I can't remember. Well, if you ate today, how can you not remember when was the last time you ate? Mind you, I keep snacks in my suite for this reason. I have 4 cubbies of snacks: chips, body armor, water, gummies, muffins. I said, well, girl, get up and grab you a drink or something. You know, grab you a snack. As she gets up, this is all I see. I said, this can't be. She dead falls forward and smacks her head on my wall. And now her body is falling backwards. So I jump in front of the chair to catch her so her neck don't snap on my little footrest of the chair. And at this point, her eyes are rolling back. So I'm like, oh my God, is she seizing? And I'm thinking quick. I'm like, okay, TikTok said to put people on their side when they start seizing. But I also remember there was a medical dude next door to me in his suite. I don't know what kind of medical dude he was. I just know he did medical stuff. So I'm banging on his door. Boom, boom, boom. He, in fact, clocked out an hour ago. So I'm running back to my room. 911 is on my dial pad on my phone. And as soon as I'm about to press the call button, she looking at me on her feet. And I'm looking at her. And she like, what's going on? I don't know. You just fainted on my floor. And she was like, no, I didn't. Is she really trying to gaslight me out of this situation? I said, girl, yes, you did. You just fainted, hit your head on my wall, and fell backwards. And she was like, really? It really just felt like I just took a nap. I said, yeah, go ahead and go home. I didn't even say it like in a rude way. I was just like, girl, I don't think it's okay for us to finish. You just literally fainted. You don't even know that you fainted. I said, do you have a medical condition? She was like, no, not that I know of. I said, you don't have no medical condition. Low blood sugar, none of that. She was like, no. I said, okay, well, we're going to have to finish this another day. And she was like, no, we can finish it today. I'm just going to run to the bathroom, get myself together. As soon as she ran to the bathroom, I had to call somebody for proof. Because I don't want to make it feel like I'm going insane. Like, I know what I just witnessed. So I had to call somebody and tell somebody, right? She comes back from the bathroom like nothing happened. Yeah, girl, I was just a little lightheaded. I said, stop talking and grab you some mini bites. Go grab some muffins. So boom, I'm back to twisting her hair with caution. I'm like, she get on the phone with her mom. So I'm like, oh, I know her mama gonna be, alert, because if I call my mama and tell my mama, hey, mama, I just fainted and hit my head on the wall, mama would have been like, I'm on my way. Her mom was like, oh, yeah, okay. Her mom basically gave her the okie doke, you be okay. So she gets off the phone with her mom and she's like, yeah, girl, my dad fainted last week. And then she said her sister be fainting sometimes too. And then follows it with, all I had to eat today was grapes. You told me you didn't have a medical condition. Everything you just told me otherwise. Actually, it runs in the family. Other than that, she was a super sweet girl. I definitely made sure she got home. I texted her and waited on that response, because if she couldn't stop me from not doing her hair, how was I going to stop the girl from driving home? You feel me? But that was the story time how that girl came and played in my face. I am a faux lock specialist. Now I'm finna go get that first aid certification. I'm finna put a ring camera in my building. CPR, all that. Okay? I couldn't believe that shit talking about I ain't got no medical condition. I miss you, girl, though. My book's back open, though. Okay, y'all, I'm here. I'm here now. I'm full action, ready to tell the story for y'all. As y'all can see, I just got off work, and y'all ain't gonna let me live. And it was raining. Like, I'm natural, so y'all see this shit. Okay, but let's go ahead and get into the story time. Okay, so basically what happened was, y'all, I usually go to the same stylist, like, for everything. And no matter what it is, I go to one stylist, because every time I try to go to somebody different, like, the shit always go bad. It never turns out good, ever. That shit always go bad. But I need my hair done so bad because I just started being a bottle girl. So, like, I can't go without, having my hair done. And usually I get my hair done every 2 weeks anyway. But, like, I needed my hair done ASAP because, like I said, I started back working at a club. Now, like, I need my hair done, like, period. I can't go in there without it. Okay, cool. So, my hairstylist, I text her, like, hey, I got an emergency appointment. My bad, y'all. Somebody had called me. But yeah, I text her like, hey, yeah, I need an emergency appointment, whatever. So she tell me that she can't do it due to personal reasons, of course. So I'm like, okay, cool. Because like I said, this is my long-term hairstylist. So it was cool or whatever. But I was just like, fuck. Like, now I'm going to have to find somebody else to do my hair. So I found this girl off Instagram. She didn't charge me a deposit. I know a lot of y'all been asking that. No, she didn't charge me a deposit. But whatever, she like, yeah, I can do it for you, I can squeeze you in, whatever. And first of all, I got my phone going crazy, people keep calling me during the story. But anyway, so like I said, it was weird as fuck that she didn't charge me a deposit. But okay, cool. Pull up to her house. Mind you, it's her house that she sent me the location. I pull up to her house, we go inside, we going down to the basement where her shop at. Now, I salute all of y'all who do that, but I don't go to basement salons. Like, I just don't anymore, because like I said, shit don't be going right. So, okay, cool. So she get to, start parting my hair. And like I had before, y'all can go on my page, I had a half up, half down style. So all she had to do is sew the back end. And because I left the braids in the back because they were new. So all she had to do was sew the back end and then braid the top and sew that. She didn't even have to really do, like a full fucking hair. Okay, cool. I get there. Like I said, at this point, the back was already braided. All she had to do was sew that in and, braid up top. So she starts to sew in the back, and then she gets a call. Like, this is while she's sewing in the back of my hair. So she gets a call. She on the phone. Now, I'm not trying to ear hustle, because I don't like when people be ear hustling on my conversation. But at this point, like, she's on the phone, blah, blah, blah. I'm not hearing the first part of her conversation. All I hear her say is, yeah, I'm free. Pull up. Come anytime.
So I'm listening at this point, like, still on the phone, and she's like, yeah, pull up right now, I'm free. And once she said, pull up right now, I'm free, I'm finna send the location, my face, like, my whole head was like, you know, I hit one of them. She ain't see my face, but she definitely felt that head. So once she felt my head, she's still on the phone with whoever she on the phone with. I don't hear them. I don't know who she's on the phone with. So once I hit one of them, she starts parting the top of my head. Once she starts parting the top of my head, she tries to comb it and the comb break. So I really feel like she did that shit on purpose because, okay, we'll get to it. So after that, the comb break, she's like, oh, I'm sorry, I gotta go find another comb, blah, blah, blah. So she goes to go find another comb, but it's taking her like 5 or 10 minutes. Why you don't have one in this basement? Like, why you don't have your shit set up to where you got another comb on hand? So about 5 or 10 minutes go by, and I'm like, where the fuck is this bitch? Like, you know? So she finally comes back, and sure enough, I kid you not, we hear a knock at the door, right? Now, mind y'all, I'm in my head, I still don't know what's going on, what's finna happen. Like, I'm fucking lost as fuck. I'm still thinking that whoever was gonna pull up after she was done with my hair, because it didn't take shit but 20 minutes. If my stylist was here, my stylist would have got me in and out with a full head. You know what I'm saying? Okay, cool. Yeah, to not come at the door, and she's like, hey boo, I'm finna go to the door, I'll be right back. Now at this point I got an attitude, so I'm like, all right. So she goes to the door, and how her house is set up, it's like a upstairs, downstairs, and then a downstairs. And then how she has her salon set up, like her style seat is like facing them back, so you really are not faced towards, you know, the walkway basically. And then the bathroom is behind where her like style seat is, like the other wall basically. So I'm like, damn, like, you know, after a while, I'm like, bitch, you ain't went to go get no door. Like, you know, it's taking a while. Like, what the fuck going on? So then I hear like, you know, like beating, and I hear like moaning and shit. And I'm like, what the fuck? So I'm like, hold on, maybe somebody watching a movie or some shit. But I get up, and y'all know how like it's a light turned off, and then like if the light in the bathroom was on, you can see the shadow. So of course I get up to see what the fuck going on, and I see like, at this point I'm livid. I'm like, this bitch got me fucked up. I grab all my shit and I leave. I put my motherfucking hair in a ponytail, and I motherfucking get all my shit and I leave. So I'm texting my boyfriend at this point. I'm texting my stylist. I'm like, see, this why I don't go to other people. I'm ranting at this point. My boyfriend called me like, what the fuck? He like, babe, he like, leave. He like, where the fuck you at? I'm finna come up there. You know, at this point he finna come do it. He like, it's a nigga in there by you. We don't know who in the fucking bathroom. But I'm like, what the fuck? So as I'm on the phone with my boyfriend, the stylist texts me like, oh my gosh, why did you leave? I'm so sorry. You got to understand my situation. That was my boyfriend of 12 years, and he just did a 6-year bitch. At this point, I'm going off on the stylist. Like, I'm in her shit. Like, you unprofessional. Like, you know, cause if you know me, you know me. Like, you know, like, it took a lot for me not to even go in there and beat your motherfucking ass, but I'm on your property. You could have did anything. That's the reason why I really didn't beat your shit. You feel me?
I'm starting so go ahead and get into part 2. And that's really the only reason why I really ain't eat her shit. But okay, cool, back to the story. So like I said, at the same time I'm on the phone with my boyfriend at this point, and I get quiet because I'm chomping this bitch off through the text. So I'm still going the fuck in, and he gotta calm down, like, just leave right now, cause, you know what I'm saying, he telling me, you know, what I got going on right now, what I can't fuck up, and he right as a motherfucker. I'm on my grown shit, like, so much is it at stake, and I'm on this bitch property, you feel me, like, I know how to play it. So I leave, and at this point, me and her still going back and forth while I'm driving. I pick up the phone, and I call this bitch because fuck that shit. Like, you, like, stop motherfucking texting my motherfucking phone. I don't give a fuck how sorry you are. And then, like, fuck all that shit. So, cool. Call this bitch. I get on the phone with this bitch. Me and this bitch, you know, going back and forth. At first, she playing the soft shit. Then, this bitch might have said something like, alright, fuck it. And this bitch did, and hung up the motherfucking phone. This bitch got the audacity to hang. This bitch hung up in my motherfucking face. So you know what the fuck I did? I pulled over real motherfucking quick. I'm ringing this bitch down. I'm talking about I'm ringing her shit. I'm on her voicemail. I'm leaving her voice memos. You stupid ass bitch. Like, I'm on her shit, bitch. Meet me here. Like, I'm on 10. I call my boyfriend back. I'm going in. I'm finna go, you know what I'm saying? I'm on my YNW Melly. Like, my mind going crazy right now. Like, I'm finna go beat this bitch up. Like, dead fucking serious. Like, shit was going motherfucking down, bro, and I didn't give a fuck because you're disrespectful ass bitch, and how you got the audacity to be mad about some shit, you know what I'm saying, you doing. Okay, cool. On the the side of the road, parked, pulled over. So she ain't answering the phone. Of course, I U-turn this bitch. I get in my motherfucking car. I'm tuning out whatever the fuck my boyfriend talking about. I U-turn this bitch and I go straight to her motherfucking house. I don't give a fuck at this point. Like, I'm mad as a motherfucker. So I'm knocking on the door. Nobody answering. I'm knocking. I ain't banging her shit, but I'm knocking. Just knocking on the door. Cause I don't even want to, cause a scene. Not open the door. Pizza Hut. Fuck you in. Like, I'm knocking on the door. 10 minutes go by. 10 minutes go by. She don't come to the door. Okay, I leave. I pull off. And I'm on the way to my boyfriend's house at this point. So, as I'm on my way over there, my stylist called me. My real hairstylist. So, I'm chopping it up with her about the whole situation. And she like, I'm in Tennessee. I can come in the morning and do your hair, sew the rest in, and curl it. Won't take me long. I'm so sorry this happened. Being real empathetic. That's my girl. So, she came through. So, I'm asking her, like, what I should do. She like, how to braid. Just, braid the top like it, kind of like it was. Put it in some bantu knots so it'll look a little cute. I'm going to show y'all how I want my hair to work. And that's exactly what I did. Back to the store. So we get off the phone, and at this point, I'm pulling up to my boyfriend's house, and I text my manager. I'm like, hey, can I come in at 8:30? Because, I wanted some time before I was going to go into work, and plus all of this stuff was going on. I still had to figure out what I was going to do to my hair, everything like that. So as I'm getting ready for work, I get a text, and it say, pay me my half of the money. So I'm like, pay you your half? Who is this? Because it wasn't from her number. It was from like a green, like if somebody make a text app number or something like that. So I said, who is this? No reply. I texted again, no reply. So I call it. It goes straight to voicemail. So I'm like, okay. So I texted again. I'm like, I don't owe you shit. Like, period. Because I know that you playing on my phone. Like, if you, felt like you needed your money, you should have came outside when I was just at your house, knocking on the door. You feel me? It's why I'm like, okay, cool. Like, I'm not even gonna play these type of games with you, bitch. Like, clearly you for the games. Like, I just left your house. Like, don't text my phone. So, cool. I go to work that night, next day come, and I get my hair done, We can have passed at this point, and I pull up to the Shell gas station. I pull up to the Shell with this one. Me and him pull up to the Shell, and as soon as we pull up to the Shell, I see somebody, like this, And if you know me, I cannot see. Like, I don't have the best vision at all, even with contacts in. Like, that's why I'm about to get LASIK. Like, people can vouch for me in the comments. If you know me, go ahead and comment. But yeah, so okay, cool. Pull up to the Shell, and I see somebody doing this, but I don't know who the fuck it is, so I ain't paying no attention. I keep walking straight. I keep walking. I hear somebody saying, pay me my money, bitch. So you already know. I turned around. I say, hold on. Stay right here. Stay right here. I run to the other side of the Shell. I tell my boyfriend I get in the car. We skirting over there to them. As soon as we skirting over there to them, they skirting out the fucking Shell. Like, bro, this shit was unfucking real. I'm like, this shit crazy, and I'm not finna chase y'all. Like, I'm not finna play these games with you, bitch. And ever since then, I never seen a bitch, never heard of her. Back has no date on it, so.
Calling all girls who do services, lashes, hair, weave, nails, things like that. For the ones who say that y'all want a $50 deposit, $20 deposit, but it does not go to our service, exactly what is it going to? So if we're booking a service with you, and you tell us that once we book it, it does not go to our service, exactly what is it going to? I'm confused. I mean, are you putting it on your baby dad's books while he's in jail? I mean, is it going to, I don't know, maybe your kid's funding? Is it going to your cable bill, your Wi-Fi bill? Because I'm very confused on what am I sending you a deposit for if it's not going to my service. I don't know you like that. I don't like you like that. I don't give a fuck about you enough to be giving you a deposit that's not going to my service. I'm very confused. So what does it go to?
Child, that's it for this one, and I'll just give my opinion, especially with the last girl who was asking about deposits and it not going to the service. And y'all know this, I'm an entrepreneur, I'm a lash artist, I'm an instructor, all that good stuff, and I do take deposits, and they always go towards my service. I don't know for the other stylists who it doesn't go for the service. I don't know why, but for me it makes sense for it to go towards the appointment, because first things, it secures, it makes me know you're serious. For those who know, when you're booking an appointment with me, it's $50 for lash appointments, like $50 deposit, and it goes towards your service, so you just pay the balance, right? And if it's a class, the deposit is $150, and you pay, you know, that's the deposit, but you still pay the balance. It's like, you know, you take it out of the whole amount. It just makes sense. So I don't know, for those the stylists who take just deposits and don't take it towards your service, just let us know down in the comment section, because for me, I know towards my service, deposits is vital, because as you know, guys know, I've been in the game for years, and without a deposit and asking people, DM to Cash App, or even to just have an appointment system without deposit, people, you land so fast that people do not care about your time. It will be last minute, and they won't care. Like, yo, I don't care. I didn't even spend no money. I could just cancel anytime, and you're there waiting and stuff. So for those who know, who've been in the business, you know, deposits go towards the service for your protection as a client, and then as the stylist, as well as for the client. It makes me know, okay, you're serious about your appointment, you finna come. Because who's wasting $150 for deposit for a class? Who's wasting $50 for an appointment? Nobody. You gonna come and, you know, get your, you know, pay for the rest of your appointment, and, you know, go about your day. That's just how it is. So if you're a stylist, you've been in the game, let me know down in the comment section how you handle your deposit system or your intake system. Because yeah, it's a lot that's going on with this deposit scamming, and that's just wild, bro. Because even $20, especially even those who, because I know when I started as a beginner, I used to charge like $25 for deposit until people started playing with me. Upped it up to $50 and $150 for my classes. And let me tell you guys why. My work is amazing. Go to my page, go to my Instagram, go look at the people, even my reviews, people just giving me my flowers. Oh my goddamn Instagram. Just go to my Instagram and see that. My work is good. So for me, a deposit is there. It's not like the work that you're gonna come and get is gonna be wild, it's gonna be bad, it's gonna be outlandish or something. No, is I stand on my game, you know what I'm saying? That's why a deposit is a must. For those who try to, oh yeah, let me book without a deposit, no baby, I don't even go back and forth, because it's all about target audience and value of your business. Those who know, you know, you get played ASAP. You know, and then for the clients, I know you guys get played too. There are people who be collecting deposits, just have a whole, and I've talked about this over and over. We've had so many clients from hell, stylists from hell videos that I've put out already, and I've talked about this over and over and over and over again, and I think I'm repeating myself over and over again. Because it's the same thing on professionalism, communication, just that whole, you know, playing people, the people who just literally are sitting down and are scammers. They're just sitting down and having, you know, fake websites, fake deposit systems so that they can keep deposits, and they send their clients to random addresses or places. And that's wild, because you could get someone else killed if you're sending someone else an address and it's someone's home and you don't know what's going on, and people gang up coming there thinking that, yo, you sent us an address, and you know what I'm saying, you could put someone else's life in danger just doing that random shit. And I know there are a lot of scammers out here, bro. That's why I know, like, yo, you gotta be secure from both ends, as the client and the stylist. So yeah, I just need to learn how to be professional and how to communicate. Otherwise, we're gonna have a part 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, baby. They gonna keep coming, because until it stops, baby, they just gonna keep coming. So I hope you guys have learned something from that today. For those who have came all the way to the end, thank you so much. If you haven't subscribed, make sure you do. I appreciate you guys, like literally appreciate you guys all the time, and I will meet you guys down in the comment section for sure. We're on the road to 30k. We're in 26.4 I think right now. We're there, we're getting close, and I'm so excited. Thank you so much for those who have joined. And yeah, it's always good to come out here and talk to you guys. And like I said, I will meet you guys in the comment section, because you know the conversation continues. You feel me? The conversation continues down in the comment section. So with that being said, I hope you guys stay blessed, and I will see you guys soon. Bye.
Hey Zuma, you taking off?